I wanted to talk just a little bit about some of the intentions of this piece and the way it began. And its beginnings have to do with opera. And it's important to say that this piece is a collaboration between myself and the composer Jonathan Pepper. And our initial conversations about the piece were all to do with making an intervention with or pushing up against the tradition of opera. And we were in production over 7 years, and the piece evolved a lot over those 7 years. It started out, the initial script was actually for a stage in an opera house, and it slowly evolved into a more site-specific piece, where some of the scenes are performed live, some of them are performed for the camera. It became much more of a hybrid between cinema and performance, but this relationship to opera, the tradition of opera, never went away. And as we've been looking for places to present the work, a house like this has always been our ideal setting for this film. And I feel really fortunate that we're here tonight and that the piece will be presented in this environment, because I think it does make a difference for a couple of reasons. One, I think you're constantly reminded about the tradition that inhabits this house. And I think this piece belongs to that tradition more than it does to the cinematic tradition. And there's also a thing to do with the way that the sound works in this piece. Jonathan tends to mix sound in a very unusual way. He'll place some of the instruments in the rear surround speakers. It's not all coming from the front, the way traditional cinema is mixed. So when we're able to present in a house like this that has a real, it has an acoustic quality of its own, it's not dead. It has a dynamic that's very much like the sort of live sensibility that we intended. So depending on where you're sitting in the house tonight, you're going to have a different experience from somebody across the room, which we find very exciting. So, and finally, I just wanted to say thanks to everybody from the Palacio and from Phoenix Foundation for making this possible, because it isn't a simple thing to do, to come into a house like this that's not a cinema, and to set up a system like this that's as sophisticated as this is. It takes a lot of energy and time and capital, and I'm grateful. Thank you, and enjoy.
Rogamos un momento de su atención para escuchar los siguientes avisos.